I'm telling you guys, this is the gift that just keeps on giving. What's up, everybody? There's a Storm from Storm and Blackbird with another petition of crazy value. This is indeed another one of those petitions on a Halo Custom Edition platform. And oh boy, I'm gonna have some fun with this one. So, there is a lot of similarities, first and foremost, to the one I previously debunked on, this one. Now, let's compare this to the other one. First of all, it's not from the same person, I can assure you that. Second of all, the last petition was on Microsoft Spain. Keep that in mind. And this petition is on the person who made the petition, and one more. Say. Oh yes, we're going that route. So, what the hell is this? Okay, so this is a petition to bring back anti-cheat. Fair enough. You see, anti-cheat is not there anymore. And it's not there anymore. So what happens? Yeah, this is what happens. After many, many years of this thing disappearing, it's finally gone to the heads of people and it needs to be back. Let's discuss first why it's gone in the first place. But that's for later. So, about this petition. It's now it's titled, Say We Need You. No, we don't need you. We just want Halo anti-cheat back. You don't want to meet with Sehi, boys. You need a big backbone to meet with Sehi. Sehi has a huge backbone too, so you need one too. So to clearly say we need you, but we actually want Halo anti-cheat back. It's like the already saying up front, oh, I don't care about you. And then it says the same thing in Spanish afterwards. This confuses me. First of all, it first states it in English, and then to Spanish. But when you go into the description of this, which I want to have fun doing it first says it on Spanish. Now, what does that have to do with it? So the last petition, which I prematurely deleted away, first had English in its description to Microsoft Spain, or Spanish, or whatever it means, which is kind of surprising because you're directing it on Spanish-speaking people, so why you give them English description first? I think they'll just tune out after that. This one, however, is shown on Sehi himself, and the first thing he'd have to see, because this petition is on him, that he's going to have to understand Spanish first. It's the clear clue here. Of course, afterwards it's in English, but this is very problematic. First of all, C is not in any way a person that speaks Spanish, or any of their Romance language. I'm pretty sure that's clue there, because, as many of you don't know, C is actually from Hungary. And Hungary, of all intents and purposes, clearly is not the place for you to learn Spanish or whatever Romance language you want to learn at. Except maybe Romanian, but come on. So, to further clarify this, Hungarians, what the hell are these people? So, I asked this about this on the Hungary subreddit. Whoever's Hungarian and is watching this video, I want to thank your entire country for helping me out here. This is very, very nice. So, I asked the question of lifestyles of Hungarians. And of course, I wanted to ask them where Hungarians go on holidays, or like to go on holidays. And I wasn't really quite surprised by it. But I've gone to a few other surprises too. So, most mentions come forward with Croatia or northern Italy, basically the Alps, so that they can ski in the winter, or Greece, Egypt, the Turkish Riviera, stuff like that, or even Poland or Prague, those two are very popular. It seems I know that they love each other. I know that, and they should be proud of that. Or even United Kingdom, Germany. None of these actually describe anywhere in Spain or Portugal or Italy or anything of that matter. None of that. Which is why I've dig in true and found this one. This is apparently the the destination of people from Hungary who have gone outside. Well, I had troubles with this on Google Translator, but anyhow, the numbers are in the thousands, so 9,560 went to Germany alone. 8,480 went to Austria. Even more in Romania. That's quite surprising. Yeah, a lot even in Romania. Spain, however, gets the low end of the stick. It's compared to, well, not really a lot. Maybe France, but as you can tell, it's not really important because, as anyone would know, Hungarians are not the most wealthiest. So they might as well just take cheap holidays, probably in their neighbors, like Croatia, as aforementioned. So what does this all mean? It means that you wouldn't expect Sihi to know any Spanish, that's for sure. So there's no need to type the details in Spanish either. To even clarify everything else, I have discovered this site, where it describes the most popular holiday destinations, it seems. Budapest, of course. Actually, there are much more Hungarians going on holidays in Hungary themselves. I am quite surprised by that. But, yeah, it's you can do that, of course. And there's Prague, second place. Not bad. And Haducsobolocso is actually in Hungary as well. I think there's a thermal pool, I guess. Hungary has a lot of thermal sites. It's pretty awesome. Then Hevic and Ega also in Hungary. Paris, self-explanatory. Rome, even Bex in Austria. And then a whole bunch of Hungarian ones, except for Zakopane, I think that's Croatia. And then Dubai, of all things, comes into the play. Amsterdam, nice there. And then once again Hungary. So you don't need to be a rocket scientist to say that they don't need to learn anything else. And so even the freaking Wikipedia site, I just had to go there as well. So basically, 98.9% of the population speak Hungarian. Anywhere else, well, there's English, German, Russian, because they were former communist bloc. They had to learn Russian in elementary school. There's Romanian. I think that's because of the minority, but I think that's pretty much everywhere, thanks to gypsies. Whoops. French, I think that's their second language that they pick in education. Surprised that none of them actually speak that a lot. More so German, though. Thank you, Austria. Italian, I'm pretty sure it's, I guess it's the nearest thing to possibly having a Romance languosphere in Hungary, but it's still pretty small. The population in Hungary is over 10 million now, so this is a minuscule number. None, however, is Spanish still, and I think a few also speak Latin, but just like me, they don't use it, and they probably forgotten about it till now. So yeah, there we go. That is indeed Hungary's linguistic background. So, if I were Sihi, I would start reading this and basically give up. Because you're clearly not caring enough about Sihi if it's a petition dedicated to Sihi. I know how this works, folks. Petitions are very, very confusing and very specific. That you have to be caring a lot about including the person or the company that you're deriving it on. So, but since I am not Sehi, I might as well go further downwards and go into finally the English description. Here we go. Let's have some fun, shall we? Hello, everyone. Comma. The community is dying for the cheaters. Why is it in clamps? So you're saying the community is dying for it will be tried. I see. No, it's not dying for the cheaters. That's completely false. If he read that, he would definitely just shut down his PC and go for a walk. It's not dying for the cheaters. That's wrong. That's very wrong. This means that you want the cheaters to come in. You desperately want them to come in. As we can tell, this is about cheaters, right? It will be tried through this site to request the reactivation of the anti-cheat. The anti-cheat. There's no other anti-cheat in this world other than the anti-cheat. Nice, right? It is known that it is not easy to be playing all the time versus hackers or people who I generally hate because they keep on beating me on scrims. We need your support as a community to make this possible. Collect at least 1,000 signatures for this purpose. We want Halo to live again? Then it's time to take your vote and pass it on to everyone you know. And there's only one point made. Additional, we must participate in the projects that we propose as forums. What? To indicate our interest in the game. Big capital letter start after comma. Maybe this is your last chance. Thank you, Sehi, for giving us the opportunity. Okay, let's break this down, shall we? So, we clearly can say that this is against people who are using hacks and cheats and whatnot, wall hacks, stuff like that. So it's not generally for people who wish to play on a fair platform, but it's only against the people who do these things. So what about that? It's time for the anti-cheat. Now, a lot of this is being said about hackers, but there's one flaw in this whole thing. There's one big flaw of this petition, and for all other petitions in the world, this thing doesn't explain it. This thing doesn't actually explain anything. What is anti-cheat? What is it that 761 people till now have signed up for? What is this anti-cheat? I'll tell you what it is, because I've been in there. I know what it is. Alright, so anti-cheat is the basis for having a fair competitive ground. When you want to play against somebody or some people with some people or whatnot on a fair platform. Basically, it will ensure that the person you're gaming against has the same kind of settings as you. Now, the thing about anti-cheat is if it detects anything you're running Halo with, anything, so any application, any extension, any other program that'll, whatever it is, somehow help you in your gameplay in Halo Ghost Edition or Halo PC or whatnot, and you're getting the gist of this. So the basis for this thing is it makes sure that you're fighting against people who are in the same level as you are. You just have to believe that. Now, that's where the problem is. Because you know what an extension is, or an application. That is, in one of those categories, HAC2, Open Source, and Chimera are in that list. So if you want to play on anti-cheat, you have to get rid of those. That's anti-cheat. It makes sure that the players that play in it have nothing. That's the basis, right? So, if you want anti-cheat back, you're gonna have to face a lot of consequences there. And that's where I come in. There is absolutely no moral reason to use anti-cheat, therefore. Me having 2,300 maps in my map folder, or probably even more, I don't know, would not be able to afford having to not start with HAC2. So, that's one. And second, Chimera. No Chimera. Come on. No 60 FPS gameplay? Oh, that's right. That's apparently an advantage for a person who has a better PC than the other. I see. Huh. So, anti-cheat is a scheme, people. It's a scheme for players who don't accept being beaten by others, so that they can take advantage of their more obnoxious ping than yours, so that they can beat you because you have no grounds against people who have amazing ping than you. So, there you go. That's anti-cheat. That is indeed a fair platform to play Halo on. Good job. And I'm pretty sure there's a reason why it got taken down. Thank you, Sehi, for that. Thank you for giving us that opportunity. Ha! Right. Now what do we do here? So 761 people have signed up to have that anti-cheat on. I don't even think people know what anti-cheat is. It's been so long since anti-cheat has disappeared. And thank God it does. I mean, for some of these, the highest rated comment is actually in English for all intents and purposes. SAPP and the anti-cheat are what keeps this great game still alive. I can help if you want me to, see. Please consider it. We love you, man. Less than 3. Very many contradictions here. First of all, SAPP and the anti-cheat are what keeps this great game still alive. Anti-cheat never contributed. Ever. In X-Fire days, it didn't do that. In these days, it will just hinder us. You put these two together, you take away one of the most key selling points of SAPP, the no lead, and you put anti-cheat on there. I think these people are confusing the normal anti-cheat present on SAPP and the actual application anti-cheat. This is what I'm getting at here. Because the normal anti-cheat on SAPP is pretty okay. It will detect hackers and wall hackers or whatnot, but pretty much later, after the fact. But it's there. I have experienced it. With lots of hours of gameplay, I know it works. And for some, the ones who actually play really good, they don't get banned from it. Crazy, right? The ones who do ban them are the people who are salty that they are getting beaten by them. Ouch. But anyways, that is indeed the anti-cheat logic here. Let's read on, shall we? We need your support as a community. So you're basically saying, is the community. I am quite shocked by that. Especially once HAC2 is having domain issues. We all have an issue. So HAC2 is technically also the community. Whoops. But then again, oh god, we want Halo to live again. Halo is still living. I mean, 8343 is still making Halo games, right? And it's time to take your vote and pass it on to everyone you know. I would be embarrassed to just share it, just barely, because none of the people I have on friends on Facebook actually know Spanish at all. That's for sure. Additionally, we must participate in the projects that we propose as forums. I'm very confused by that statement. You're telling me I am a forum? You're saying that I am an entity where people can write on me anything they want, and I should be happy about that? And not a cum bucket, seriously? to indicate our interest in the game. Maybe this is your last chance. No. This is not our last chance. You see, if you want this game to be fair and played fairly and live again, why has this have to be again in there? And why not just go ahead and go to the people who are actually making these aimbots or wall hacks? Don't act like you don't know who these people are. I know those people. They're your friends. They're the ones making the aimbots, and I'm not gonna hide it in the bush. I know who exactly these people are. They're basically these guys. Boom. Easy enough, right? No, that's not. That's just one of the wolves in the herd. So, what is this? So, this guy is from the SMG clan. What is the SMG clan? A Halo clan. Now, there's not a lot about this guy at all of telling us about the SMG community or clan. I am working hard to make my channel more friendly and positive. If you like gaming, then you might like my channel. I am going to start streaming COD Zombies content and Halo content as much as possible. Subscribe if you love Halo or COD Zombies. Also the free code. And it's there. This guy does make videos, sure, if he wants to. Now, this is just a coating about what's to begin. So he does play with SMG people, that's for sure. Even on Halo 2, strange enough. Even on so-called Halo 3 PC that people call Halo Online or El Dorito all the time. Yep, they're also there. But what you can't see is the markings on the wall. Is what actually is going on behind these. If you just search, I don't know, hacks. As we can definitely tell by the overall works on this person to share a bunch of things that you guys are complaining about. I don't like the search function. It's just showing videos from like 20 years ago. But yeah, this SMG clan is part of the reason why this is happening. Where is that? It's pretty damn well. Like, okay, I found one. Hacks 100% still working, May 2012. Working wall hacks and sham. And then if we just roll down, you might as well find even more like smooth aimbot. Or what else we got? Freaking Halo 2 Vista for free keys. Nice there. There we go, a zombie hack. You can even see from the thumbnail what's gonna be happening. Jesus Christ. Another one, even Halo 2. They're advancing, it seems. Jeez. That's oh my god. It's getting worse. I think we've seen these before. But, yep. That's my proposal to you. Try and not give CE work. I am positive C is not the person you're going to be looking these issues for. Plus C hasn't been last seen since 2 months ago. I don't think he'll appear out of nowhere and read this. But indeed he has released a new SAPP update, so there you go. C is still alive, but then somehow after the update this came out. Right. This is the petition, people, of not caring about C, but actually just getting anti-cheat back from him, it seems. Oh yeah, the reason why anti-cheat works is because he actually hosts the anti-cheat. So no one actually saved any of these files. So because no one cared about anti-cheat, there you go. Sign up if you want, but remember what you're signing up for. You don't want any of the things that we've enhanced in Halo Custom Edition or Halo PC, and you want to play on that. That's fine by me. Whatever suits your needs. Anyhow, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in another year.